thing, a couple different different titles that I wear: a father, a proud married husband, a representative of Black love, and an individual who stands for his people.
I want to transition a little bit and talk about snitch culture because you had something very interesting to say. On that, you pretty much said, I think it was a couple years back, you said, or last year, you said that snitching was morally wrong. Could you talk about the snitch culture and go into that a little bit?
Yeah, I had I basically made a statement like that, and it's crazy to put that up because just the other day somebody just took that out of nowhere and twisted around. But
Mhm.
what I was actually explaining was, if you look at the police, they got the blue code. You know what I mean? Wall of silence, whatever they call it.
Mhm.
The mafia got code of silence, La Cosa Nostra, whatever you want to call it, right? You go into politics, they got gag order. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They plead the fifth. All other walks of life, they have these different things set up to protect their own. Why is it in our culture they always try to make us feel like it's okay to snitch? It's not. People look at it like, oh, that's some street shit. I get it, but it's not just about the streets. It's morally wrong to do that. And if you look at people from all different walks of life, they don't do that. They don't rat on their friends. It's just not something you do. So when I said it's morally wrong, that's what I was pointing out. If you look at all different walks of life besides ours, they don't tell on each other, from the courtroom to the police force to the Italians with the mafia. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Nobody does it because it's more. Everybody look at it as some street shit. Oh, that's some street bullshit. It's not just about that. It's about honor and respect. You know what I mean? Especially if you take part in an action, in a crime or something to that degree, and then you equally take part in that crime, and now that y'all get caught and arrested for that crime, you're blaming it on your friend
Mhm.
and giving up information. That's just morally wrong. Because my grandmother always said, you do the crime, you do the time. So, if you do a crime with someone, you don't shift the blame. You got to man up and handle the responsibility for your actions.
Absolutely. We had Freeway Rick Ross on here a couple weeks ago now. It's crazy. A couple weeks ago, and we asked him the same question, and he said snitching is just a part of the street culture as everything else. We had Goods on here a couple days ago, and he confirmed that. He said, yeah, he'd agree. What do you think about that? It just being a part of the culture as much as everything else.
They said snitching is or not snitching.
Snitching is a part of the culture as much as everything else.
What they mean by that, I don't understand. Like what they saying.
I guess they saying it just comes with the game. Like if you in the game, you're
Yeah.
doing that, you probably gonna get snitched on. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a part of it. Snitches come with the game. So what I interpreted it as.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That's an
Yeah.
unfortunate game. I wouldn't embrace it and say, "Oh, that's a good thing." I would definitely say that's a bad thing, and it's an unfortunate part of the game. Yeah, it's a downfall.
Hmm.
So at any given time, you can take a downfall. So yeah, if you look at it like that, I would have to agree with them. It's part of the game. It can happen to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that aspect, I agree.
Word. Let's talk about some music a little bit, man. Transition. You got a single out, Tribute, out right now. The title is called obviously Tribute, man. Can you talk a little bit about why you named it Tribute and what's the meaning behind that?
Yeah, the reason why I named the track Tribute was because I just wanted to salute and give tribute to those who fell victim to racism and police brutality. And it's so many people that it's ridiculous and it's sad and it's depressing. You know what I'm saying? So my music is definitely my avenue that I use to express myself. So I created the song to to pay tribute to them and let their names live on.
Dope.
Who is Pap? Who is Pap listening to these days, man? What artists, are you bumping now?
Right now, hey, with you, man, I listen to cool music, man. If you was to go on a car ride with me, you would be like, yo, what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? I still listen to Big.
Word.
Me too.
I still listen to G-Rap. And this is talk. Like, my wife will tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to classical music. You know what I mean? I listen to Luther Vandross. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Word.
oldie but goodies. McFadden and Whitehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like classical music. You know what I'm saying? There's a few artists nowadays who I can fuck with some of their music, but I'll be fake if I sit and tell you I could tolerate all of that shit. Some of it's garbage, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's a few songs here and there that I do like. You know what I'm saying? I like some of Meek shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple more, man. I like a couple songs though, man. Like if a song got like a dope message, or they just saying some real shit, I rock with it and I listen to that shit. I burn it down. You know what I mean?
Word.
So just a variety, but mainly I listen to old school music, man.
We always talk about here independent versus signing in a label, deal versus non-deal. So you got the Roc Nation hat on. We have conversations a lot about Roc Nation. Some good, some criticism. Somebody that may know a little bit more than we would about Roc Nation. Talk about Roc Nation. Talk about some of the good that they got going on over there and why artists should maybe get with them if you believe they should get with them over there at Roc Nation.
Oh, well, I believe artists should get with Roc Nation because when you're an artist and you out here working, you know, eventually you start getting shows, you start getting booked. That's how you make your money. But if you don't have a hot record or you don't have a cult following, you're not going to make no money off of shows like that. But when you're on a place like Roc Nation, they have relationships where they can just put you on shows. From my observation on the outside looking in, they take their artists and they create opportunities for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like me when I was on Violator. You know what I'm saying? Everything wasn't just Chris Lighty had that platform. He was able to pick up a phone and say, "Hey, y'all shoot a movie? I need Pap in that movie."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all have a brand that needs to be promoted? I need that check to go to Pap. So a place like Roc Nation is a great platform for artists because as artists, we are only human. And sometimes as a human being, you take a break and you're not working as hard as you should be.
Right.
Nation, they create opportunities for their artists to go out there and make money. That's for me on the outside looking in.
Word.
I'm gonna ask you about the Sheether, man. I know it was a couple years ago, but I want to ask you when you first heard that, what was your thoughts when you heard the Sheether disc with Remy Ma?
Man, I'm not speak on that, man. That's just
all right, man.
speak on that.
Musically, obviously, you got a lot going on. You still in your bag doing your thing. Is there going to be a video out for Tribute anytime soon?
Yeah, it is. Actually, when I initially did the record, I put a visual out for the record, which actually showed different clips of, you know, unfortunate situations of people who were actually murdered by police brutality or racism, and that I feel like that was really a really good visual. But I want to do another one. So to answer your question, yes, there is going to be a video.
Dope. And now another question I want to ask musically: will we ever see a Papoose Remy album? I think people would love that.
Yeah, a lot of people ask that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? To be real with you, man, y'all gotta ask her that. You know what I'm saying?
We would love to. Anytime your wife want to come on this platform, she has more than welcome to.
Nah, I think so. You know what it was? You know, my wife was away for a long time. She had first came home. I just wanted her to do her. I didn't want to cloud that in no shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? I even put my career to the side in water management, and because I just wanted her to see her win so bad and get back in the position that she deserved to be. So, you know, now she's rich again. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her thing. She's investing in property. So I eventually, to answer your question, yes, I can see that project in the future.
You talk about that a little bit because I heard Remy say on one live stream that, you know, she pretty much, you know, was a millionaire. She went in, she became a millionaire again, man. Could you talk about how you helped facilitate that and just held her down through all those tough years?
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, I can't even sit up here and say it was easy.
Word.
It was just an unfortunate situation, man, that took place, and I couldn't be a coward and run and leave her for dead. You know what I'm saying? I just had to support her, and I feel like she deserved to be supported. It was hard, man. I had CEOs, racist CEOs telling me, hey, when I first even went to visit her upstate, I remember one time a CEO was real disrespectful, and he was like, yo, come over here. I came over here. You know, it was like the second time I had came up there.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yo, why you keep coming up here every day? I said, what do you mean? And her response was, she ain't going nowhere no time soon. I'm coming up here every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you an example of how they try to discourage you from supporting your loved ones when they see you doing something. They need to isolate them so they can do all the foul shit to them. You know what I'm saying? But eventually it became a little easier for us. We just built our life, and I set up my household as if she was still there. She just couldn't physically be there. But if I had an incident or a decision I had to make within the household with the children or somebody, I would wait till she called and we would talk. You know what I'm saying? If it was one of their birthdays, we would sing happy birthday. She would just be on the phone. Every holiday, we went up there to visit her, and then we continued with our day. But the first thing, we did was we sat with her, and I traded information. I gave her as much information as possible so she can feel like she was still involved in the outside world. Because what prison does is it takes your loved ones from the outside world and it kind of sets them back. Most people who become incarcerated, they get frozen in time. That's why you see brothers come home and they still moving like it's back in the days, because their loved ones aren't letting them know and keeping them updated with what's going on. So I shared information with her, and I just kept her involved in my everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Eventually we got trailer visits, so we was able to spend every 6 weeks, we were able to spend intimate time together. And it was hard. The hardest part when she was away was when we was filing for her appeals. And we would be looking forward to her winning her appeal and coming home. And then we would get the information that her appeal was denied. So those was like crushing blows, because that was the reality setting in, that she was going to have to do the 8 years. But we was fighting all the way through. I set up a bus ride. I loaded up a Greyhound bus with all of my family members and loved ones, and we drove up to the courts of state for one of her appeals, and we were all hoping that she was going to get it, but she got denied, and eventually she had to do all of that time. But the hope that me and her shared of her getting out early was one of the things that kept us going through that bid, because we was just hoping that it was going to happen. But that through that time period before we got let down, that hope and that faith kept us going. You know what I'm saying? So it was a tough time, man. It was a tough time. And just to see her suffer, you know what I mean? It made me frustrated, because there was nothing I could do to help her. I was one of the people that was telling her, "You're going to beat the case." You know what I'm saying? And she was telling me, "No, I'm going to blow trial." So when she blew, it was just like a devastating blow. But we stayed together. We stayed loyal. We communicated. And we happily ever after now, man. We good.
Social media, how do you guys, handle that? I know it wasn't like it was back in the day. Now I know every day it's a new article, new something, about you guys. How are you able to weather the social media storm now, being such celebrities?
I try to roll with the punches and learn it as I go along. Social media is a place where, that's why they say they have followers. Everybody kind of like follows. So if you make a post on social media, or anybody makes a post, that first person that go in the comment and write a negative comment, you might see 15 more negative comments. Or the caption that they put might dictate it. You know what I'm saying? So you have certain blogs who might put something positive up, and everybody say something positive. But if they put something negative, everybody eject the negative. So it's more like a leader follower type thing. Everybody follows trends, and they do challenges. I take part in challenges sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, you really just gotta, to be honest, you can't take that too serious, the negative things. You know what I mean? But the positive, you always could take that serious and try to build on that. But don't really feed into the negative and get caught up in that. Some people I see get caught up in it, and they want to show guns on social media and threaten people on social media. My thing is this: if I got a problem with you, I'm going to contact you as a man and speak to you as a man. I'm not going to go on social media and say, "Yo, he's a bitch,
Right.
he's this, he's that."
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. Somebody will go on their phone, they'll scroll right past their contacts, and go to the social media app and talk about you, and your number was right there in their contacts. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take that too serious, man. You just gotta take the positive out of it and build on it. Because to be honest, a lot of people make money on social media, and that's a great thing. A lot of people sell different things, promote different brands, and get a check and promote themselves. So that's the positive side. But the downside, you can't feed into the negative on there, because it's an illusion. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna harm you through an app.
That's a fact. Let's talk about Papoose, the businessman, man. What you got going on outside of music on the business tip? I want to let her hear some stuff.
Oh yeah, I actually invested in to tractor trailers. I have a few tractor trailers on the road.
Dope.
And shout out to my brother out there, man. Power push weight. You know what I mean? We moving up and down the country, transporting different things legally. You know what I'm saying? Trailers moving. you know, a couple different houses. We got 2 houses down in North Carolina.
Okay.
Nice.
And we trying to build on that. You know what I mean? We actually in the process of getting another one. I have a few artists that I'm going to be pushing out real soon. You know what I'm saying? What else I got going on? Really just those things, man. The trucking business does really well for me. So I've been trying to focus on that. And that's something that I'm real proud of because I started ground up with that. And just the real estate.
Dope, man. I see a lot of people getting into the trucking business. Must be real lucrative. I don't think it's something I can get into, but I know it's something that was definitely
come on the truck. Everything got to come on the truck.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Yeah. We took a hit with the pandemic like everybody else did, but we sticking it out, and we still pushing forward with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The importance of generational wealth, passing it down to yours, and then him passing it down to generations beyond that, man. Talk about the importance of that to you.
I think that's very important. It's interesting that you said that because we was just talking about that. Like a lot of different people from different nationalities, that's what they do. You know what I mean? That when they pass away, their kids have startup money.
Mm-hmm.
They inherit things, and it's kind of sad that our people don't really inherit much. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got to start from scratch. Every generation got to start from scratch. So I think as parents, we got to start leaving some things behind for our kids so they can, progress in life and move on to the next generation. So I think generational wealth is very important. There's a lot of things that are important. If you look at New York City, you know what I'm saying? You go to Manhattan, they got Chinatown where they all selling different. Chinese people are buying and selling and supporting their own. You got Little Italy, Brighton Beach. You got the Russians. Everybody have a town where their own kind is just making money and they're supporting their own. Why black people don't have that? So that's one of my goals that I want to try to build up. We have our own town where we have different businesses just flourishing and just black people just making money together and supporting each other. So we can grow and we can own our own banks and do things of that nature. So that's just one of the things that I want to do, not just to benefit my family, but to benefit not to just benefit my immediate family, but to benefit my people.
Right.
Generational wealth. That's something we can leave behind so our kids don't got to grow up and feel like they got to sell drugs or do robberies or some of the foul things we had to do to get fly and obtain the things that we have interest in. So, those are just some of my ideas.
I got it. Do you feel like sometimes you don't get the credit you deserve as a lyricist, being one of the top lyricists ever to pretty much touch down in the game? Do you ever feel that way, or do you feel like you get your just due?
That I don't get the credit I deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I feel like I don't get the
credit.
Yeah. But I learned to live with it. I'm cool with it. When I first got into hip hop, I wasn't looking for no approval. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to start doing that now. But at the same time, I definitely feel like I don't get the credit I deserve.
Right.
But it is what it is. That's just how the music business is sometimes. Sometimes when you stand for something or you dedicate yourself to your craft, some people feel intimidated and they kind of set up certain barricades so you don't get the credit you deserve. And I kind of fell victim to that. But at the same time, it was mistakes I made early in my career because I was fresh off the street and I had that street mentality, you know what I'm saying? And I had to grow out of that. So some of those incidents kind of, made people feel like they need to put barricades in my way, should I say. I just don't like to point fingers. I like to take some of the blame, me as a man.
Mm-hmm.
But I've grown up. But answer your question, I definitely don't get the credit I deserve, man.
We in a day and age right now, though, we were talking like, obviously it's been a little bit of an era where there's a lot of bullshit being pushed, a lot of bullshit being promoted. We were asking, where is hip hop at? But now we're starting to see a transition, and obviously what's going on socially, you're starting to see lyrics and important lyrics, socially conscious lyrics being respected a lot more. That makes me kind of wonder where somebody like a Papoose is going to fall now. Is he going to get that respect he deserves? Because we need and we're thriving for some substance in our lyrics. So what should we expect musically from Papoose in the future? Are we going to get some of that socially conscious heat that you've always brought or is it going to be a little different? What should we expect from you?
Yeah, definitely you can expect that. I have a new project coming out real soon. It's called Endangered Species. The tribute record that project. And so I want everybody to go out there and support the tribute record right now. Answer your question, yes, you know what I mean? I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. You know, I would do hip hop without lights, cameras, action. Without the music industry, I would still do hip hop. So I'm not going to stop doing what I do. And y'all can expect me to come with it because I'm definitely working hard and I'm focused right now on my music at the same time.
Did you know Big Pun at all?
Nah, I didn't know Pun. I wish I would have known. I feel like I knew Pun because I heard so many great stories and wonderful things from Rem, Joe, that crew, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I knew him. And also I knew his music. I was a fan, but I never had the pleasure of meeting him, no.
Okay.
What kind of impact did Cool G Rap play on your career? We brought a lot of people that knew Pun and obviously have great stories about him. And a lot of people say that Cool G Rap was one of his idols and one of the rappers he looked up to. And obviously you were on Cool G Rap's album in '98, I believe. It was Root of All Evil, right? Back in '98. Yeah. So what was your Cool G Rap's impact on you?
G Rap major impact on me. You know, G Rap is in my top 5.
Word.
All time. You know, G Rap wrote the hardest verse I ever heard in my life. G Rap inspired me as an artist and as an MC. You know what I mean? G Rap is the bar. You know what I'm saying? When art, I use him as the bar, like, okay, this is, you know what I mean, this is where it's set at. Let me see if I can even dream about, you know what I mean, being that dope. So that's just an amazing artist for me, man. You know, some people base their opinion of artists on, you know, success of the artist. I don't do that. I base it on ability. So G-Rap was a major influence to me. And coincidentally, you know what I mean, he happened just to be one of the first people to put me on a real album.
Word.
So he put me on that Roots of Evil album and, you know, I was able to build.
Definitely.
Can we get your top 5 if you don't mind? I don't think I heard it yet.
Biggie.
Okay.
G-Rap. Nas. Let me make sure I get this right.
Yeah.
Big G-Rap, Nas, Big Daddy Kane.
We interview him tomorrow.
We got him tomorrow. Yep.
A word?
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Kane is yo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Beast.
Definitely Kane. And for my last one, I'm gonna go with KRS-One.
Word. Female.
That's my top. My wife. I don't even got to think twice. I would have put her in the 5 with the dudes. Don't matter.
Hey, you know what? And she could be up there. I think that's one of the females that could. There's a lot of other females, but when it comes to street bars, lyrics, somebody that you can go bar for bar with any male, Remy's definitely up there. Do you think she gets the respect that she deserves?
She get a lot of respect, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She get a lot of respect, and she gets the best of both worlds. You know, she spit fire, and she done had hits, went double platinum, and Grammy nominated, everything. You know what I mean? She's blessed. I always tell her that. You know what I'm saying? So she might feel different, but I feel like she does. Yeah, she's held in high regards. You know what I'm saying? Word.
So there's a couple more questions for you, bro. We appreciate you once again coming through to the podcast. What's next, man, for Papoose? What can your fans look out for? The most recent thing you got going on the fans can look out for?
Yeah. Also, when you ask me some of my investment, Black Love clothing line, I would have me wearing the Black Love hats or the Black Love shirt. Shout out to my partner Dave Huey. We got some amazing Black Love clothing. You know what I mean? If you want to represent it, you can order it online, and our delivery process is amazing. Yeah, looking forward. You know what I mean? I've been putting my all into this Endangered Species project because this is a very unique album for me. Because on this album, it's all live instruments. No samples. I never did a project like this. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man, Watt. He's amazing on the guitar, amazing, you know what I mean, on different instruments. And me and him came together. And this is the first project I've ever done with live instruments. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to look forward to this project because I haven't been this excited about a body of work in a very long time. So look forward to the Endangered Species project by Papoose. I can't say it enough, man. I want to keep that in their face right there. You know what I'm saying? And also the Black Love clothing line. You know what I mean? We have Black Love sneakers, hats, shirts, everything.
Now, when you say live album, did they do the live instrumentation and live beat making, and then you went over and did your lyrics, or you were going lyrics and they were playing live and it was all being recorded at the same time?
Both. I think.
Holy shit.
That's fine.
Yeah. I studio with the pianist, the guitar, you know what I'm saying? And we in there just making dope music. You know, everything is just original, no samples, none of that. You know what I mean? Like I said, Brady Watt is very talented, and he put together a very unique sound for me, man. So like I said, I haven't been this excited about a body of work in a long time. And I put out a lot of material. So just look forward to that Endangered Species project. It's coming real soon.
No exact date, just real soon right now?
Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong date because you know how it is in hip hop. Sometimes
yeah.
But I can assure you that I'm working adamant, like, to get it out like yesterday. So I'm working hard to get it out real soon. So, you know, I'll be announcing soon on my social media when it's coming, but it's coming real soon, bro.
We appreciate it, man. If you may, just drop your Instagram, your Facebook, all your handles for the people, man, where they can find you as well.
Oh, definitely. You can follow me on Instagram at Papoose. Papoose. It's just my name twice, which is Papoose twice. You know what I mean? On Twitter at Papoose Online. Facebook Papoose Mackey. You know what I'm saying? I'm Endangered Species project coming soon. My wife got an album coming soon, real soon too. So look forward to that too. Oh my God, she's on fire.
Can't wait, man. Just that Sheetha, man. I mean,
you talk about that shit. We smoke. He talk about that shit once a week. No bullshit. Probably one of his favorite diss records, man. Yeah. 18 years we've been following your career, brother. Yeah. To watch you and to see you so humble to have a conversation with us for these 40 minutes, man, is truly a fucking honor, bro. Definitely thank you. Appreciate your time, man. Papoose is in the building, the Hip Hop Placenta podcast, bro. Thank you very much.
I hope it was everything you thought it would be, man. Thank you for having me, man. Look forward to the Endangered Species project. I'm gonna expect y'all brothers to be supporting the project.
100%.
Better, yeah, I want your feedback. You know what I mean? So hit me up, let me know what you think of the project. You could be honest with me. I'm cool.
100%. Definitely guaranteed on that. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Peace.